Today, I'm taking a closer look at the SIRUI SVM-145 Rapid System Monopod. If you're a photographer, videographer or content creator looking for a lightweight versatile stability on the go, this monopod might be just what you're looking for. Let's dive in. Before we begin, for the purpose of making this review easier to navigate, I've split it up into different chapters, so you can check out down below in the chapter markers and find the part that you're looking for. And for testing, what I did is I used my Plattyball Elite in combination with this monopod for testing. Without a ball head on the top of here, you have to lean backwards to have your camera pan up or down. I don't like that type of thing, so I'll use a ball head on the top for this review. And for testing, I used the OM Systems OM1 Mark II with the OM Systems MZCO digital 100 to 400mm lens. Now, SIRUI did send over this monopod for me to review. I haven't had to pay for it. However, that doesn't affect my review. Any of you who have watched my videos will know I will put this through the test and I will tell you my honest opinion. And so far, testing is going pretty good. Now, unfortunately, I have only had this for 1 month, so durability is not something I've really been able to test thoroughly. I have stuck it in places where you really shouldn't be sticking gear and it has survived. I've had to give it a good clean up because I've got it muddy, I've got it wet. So far it's working fine. If that does however change in the future, then go down below into the comments and check the pinned comment. So if there is an issue with this, say in 6 months time, I will put a pinned comment in there to let you know. Let's dive straight in with the technical specifications of this monopod. The one thing that makes this monopod stand out from all the others is its one twist height adjustment. You just twist, do the height, twist it to lock it, and you're done. It saves a lot of faff compared to a lot of other monopods. The model I have here is the SVM-145. It's crafted from durable carbon fiber, making it both lightweight and strong. The 145cm version, which I have here, weighs in at 1.49 kilograms or 3.3 pounds. The 165cm version weighs in at 1.42 kilograms or 3.4 pounds. Features 3 sections with a maximum height of 145 centimeters and a minimum height of 75 centimeters. Despite its compact design, it can support up to 10 kilograms or 22 pounds of weight, making it ideal for heavy cameras and telephoto lenses. It uses a patented twist lock system for a rapid setup and breakdown, and its modular design allows it to be transformed into an extension rod or a tabletop tripod. It's also available in a taller 165cm version. That model number is the SVM-165 and has an optional 30cm extension rod for even more flexibility. So I alluded to the fact this is a modular design. So the top comes off where you put your camera, and also the feet comes off. Once you take the feet off, it's a nice little tripod that they call a mini pod. So now let's talk about the multifunctional mini pod that comes with the SVM-145. It's built from a strong aluminium alloy, ensuring durability. I've had this thing in all kinds of muddy situations and it's still working fine. It seems to be quite durable. The legs offer 2 position settings that lock into position. You can also fold the legs up for when you're carrying it, and also you can put them down as well. It also makes it easy for storage. What I love is the addition of a retractable metal spike underneath here, so when you are in certain situations you can extend the spike, which make it adaptable for different terrains. And if you need to secure it in place, there are holes in the legs for tying it down. It's a small but powerful addition to the monopod's versatility. The monopod has a quick release system for the head at the top, so we can place that head onto the mini tripod. We can use that to get low down shots if you wish to. Top of the head here has the standard screws for any photography equipment. If you press the lock button in here, we can actually take it out and we can flip it so that we can use the smaller screw or the larger screws. So if you want to put your camera directly onto the head that comes with monopod, we can do that. If you want to put a ball head on there, we can swap it around and we can put the ball head on. That's the option I chose to do because I found that it gave me more versatility when I had a ball head on top of the monopod. But before we dive into the next part, I just want to say a massive thank you to my Patreon supporters. Your generosity makes making these type of videos possible, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you'd like to join the community and get access to exclusive content, behind the scenes updates and more, check out my Patreon. The link is in the description below. But why would you choose a monopod over a tripod? Well, there are a few reasons. First, it's perfect for situations where mobility is key, like wildlife or sports photography. Unlike a tripod, it's lightweight and is easy to carry. As someone with a bad back, I appreciate how it reduces the strain during long shooting sessions. Plus, when photographing subjects like birds or insects, you can get set up and ready without holding your camera for long periods. Monopods also shine in crowded or tight spaces, where setting up a tripod might not be practical. And for those long telephoto lenses, they're an absolute lifesaver, helping you to stay steady while reducing fatigue. So for me, I like to handhold. Hand-holding my camera while taking pictures of birds is the way I go. But sometimes I do suffer from fatigue. I have a bad back that you most likely know about by now, and some health issues. So having the monopod takes the weight of the camera away from me and enables me to enjoy my photography for longer. There are also benefits for videographers and creators. Recording video often means working with lower shutter speeds, so stability is critical. The SIRUI SVM-145 helps you to achieve smooth, stable shot without the bulk of a tripod. And for content creators, it's great for scenarios where you need hands-free operation. I've used it with my DJI Pocket 3 to track me while filming, and it's a game changer. I can just set it up, let the gear do the work, and I can focus on my craft. Here is an example of the monopod and my DJI Pocket 3. I wouldn't be able to do this with a tripod because the tripod would take up too much space and it wouldn't be very nice for the other photographers using the hide. Now, a quick note on safety. Monopods are not as stable as tripods, so never leave your camera on the monopod unattended. A strap can be a lifesaver if you're worried about it tipping over, so I would suggest, if you are clumsy like me, put a strap onto either your camera or the monopod, and indeed the monopod does come with a wrist strap on it, okay, and that will help to be a little bit more safe and prevent the camera from falling over. If maximum stability is your goal, however, you might want to consider something like the SIRUI AR3204 with a PH10 gimbal head. That is an absolute beast of a tripod and head for stability. When it comes to the difference between a monopod and a tripod, the tripod is the most stable, but it's also heavy and bulky. A monopod is less stable, but it's smaller and lighter. That's the best way I can describe it. And for me, I will use whichever gear will get the job done. For this review, I paired the SVM-145 with my Platypod Extreme ball head, and the combination worked brilliantly. When I was out shooting birds on testing of this setup, the rapid adjustment system made setup quick and easy, and the ball head added even more flexibility. Sometimes, particularly when I was photographing the kingfishers, I'd be sitting there with my camera ready to get the kingfisher as it lands or as it takes off, and sometimes I get fatigued, so having this, pop it into the hide, it goes between my legs very easily, it's out the way, it doesn't get in anyone else's way, and I'm able to take the weight from the camera so I'm not having to hold on to it. All I gotta do is hold it to stop it tipping over or anything like that, which is just simple, just hold like that. For long periods when you're in those hides for hours on end waiting for kingfishers or other birds to turn up, it can be quite useful. So is the SIRUI SVM-145 worth it? Absolutely. I believe this is a really nice monopod. I've used monopods before and I never really got onto it. For me, it's the rapid setup system of this monopod that makes it worthwhile. You're quickly able to get it into position. You're able to tuck it away into corners when I'm filming for my YouTube, and I absolutely love it. While handhold shooting is often my go-to, there are times when I need that extra stability, as I've talked to before. This monopod delivers whether you're a photographer, videographer or content creator. The SIRUI SVM-145 Rapid System is a fantastic addition to your kit. So in short, this is just another piece of kit that can make your photography easier if it's needed. If you're built pretty bulky, you probably wouldn't need it because you can handhold your camera all day. But if you've got something like the Canon setup with a 500mm lens, but you don't want a tripod inside of a hide, or if you're in between bushes and trees, this monopod might be the one for you. And again, it's all down to the situation, whether it's going to come in handy or not. And again, and I'll keep saying it, it's all down to you whether you like monopods or not. There are people out there that don't like monopods. There's people out there that don't like tripods. I like both of them. They always come in handy for certain situations. So the monopod comes in handy when I'm moving around and when I want to set up quickly to get a shot. In other situations, like if I'm photographing dragonflies, I will most likely use a tripod. But this monopod is definitely getting added to my gear, and I'll be taking this out in future videos. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. But I want to know your thoughts. What are you? Are you a handheld person, a tripod person, or a monopod person? Let me know in the comments below what is your preferred style of shooting. But that's where I shall leave this video. My name's Stewart Wood. I want to thank SIRUI for sending me over the SVM-145 for review. And I want to thank you for getting to the end of this video. And I'll see you on the next one.